Good afternoon, guys, and happy Wednesday to all of your sunshiny faces. So guys, it is kind of cloudy outside and it's been raining today. When I actually first woke up, it was kind of sunny out, and then as the day moved on, it got darker and rainy. And that's what the forecast was, so that's why I assumed. But I woke up, I was like, ooh, it's sunny out, and then very shortly after, it wasn't anymore. Don't think it's raining right now, but I have got a lot of stuff that I need to get done. I want to try and get as much cooking, baking, cleaning stuff done before we go on vacation, which we're only going to be gone Friday through Monday, so only for 4 days. And so I forgot what I was going to say. Completely drew a blank here. But I want to try and get as much done as possible. And then also too, tonight I'm going to make dinner. I'm not doing a freezer dinner or a crock pot dinner. Even I'm going to use the oven, which I only use for baking and making side dishes, guys. Like in the past, probably since like almost summer, I have not used the oven to cook an actual dinner. Like, I've made stuff on the stove. I don't even really think I've made anything on the stove. Like, it's been all freezer dinners or stuff in the crock pot. But lately, I don't know why, I've just, for some reason, it's always around springtime, I feel really inspired to cook in the oven for some reason, and I don't know why that is. So I'm going to make a surprise for Matthew because it is his favorite casserole. It is like a chicken, broccoli, and rice casserole. It's his favorite, and he's been asking for it and asking for it. And you know, just because doing freezer dinners are so much easier, I haven't made it and I haven't used the oven or anything like that. And so I'm surprising him this week because I got 5 pounds of chicken breast, or close to 5 pounds, between 4 or 5 pounds of chicken breast this week. And so I'm going to need about 1 pound of chicken breast, which I think it calls for chicken tenderloins, but I'm just going to chop mine up really small and it should be fine. And so it's calls for that, but I got the chicken breast, and then I'm going to use like 2 pounds or so, like 1 to 2 pounds I think the recipe calls for freezer dinners. And it's just a super easy salsa chicken. All you do is you take 1 to 2 pounds of chicken breast and then a jar of salsa. You could use 2 if you want a little bit more, and then you just throw it in a bag and freeze it, and then you just throw it in the crock pot. And I can't remember exactly how long. I would say probably maybe anywhere between 4 to 6 hours on low, maybe. I don't know, guys. Honestly, it's probably just like normal, like chicken breast in the crock pot kind of thing, what you use when you use frozen chicken breast, and just throw it in the crock pot and it'll be done in a couple hours. Chicken breast, I've noticed, I don't know if it's chicken breast though or pork, and it depends on the size too. Like, if you get real big chicken breast, sometimes I have to be in there a little bit longer, but just until it's cooked and you can shred it and then use it on, you can either do like a burrito bowl, like a rice bowl, and just do it with rice and like your favorite taco toppings, or you can do it like tacos too. We use chicken tacos and just like salsa chicken tacos, and so it's like super flavorful. You don't have to add any like taco seasoning or anything like that to it, and then you just add like whatever your favorite toppings are, salsa that's already in there, but if you want to add more, you could. Like just lettuce and tomato and sour cream, cheese, which we normally always have on hand. The only reason that the rice bowls are easier for us is because we always have rice on hand. Sometimes we don't always have tortillas, only because they don't stay fresh as long. They'll normally last like a max, normally like 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, but then they start to get hard and then you can't like roll them up or fold them or anything. But they're really good and they're super easy because to make the freezer dinner you need 2 ingredients, and that's my favorite part. We always end up having salads, which I do with just iceberg lettuce normally, or sometimes romaine, which hasn't been on sale recently, and tomatoes. Sometimes we'll throw cucumbers in there, but you can just take that then and put it in there. And we always have sour cream and cheese on hand as well, so that for us is really easy because I already always have the extra ingredients that we need. So that is one of my favorite. Whenever chicken breast is on sale, I just real quick throw that stuff in a bag if I'm like, oh, you can't think about what extra we need and stuff like that. And because it's kind of versatile and you can use it 2 ways or even more, if you can think of, you know, what else you could use taco, you know, chicken taco for, or chicken tacos kind of stuff for. You know, it's really versatile, and that way too you're not like having the same thing. But that's what I do whenever we have, you know, chicken that I just can't think of a real quick freezer dinner to do. So that's what I'm doing, but I'm using part of that chicken breast, so I have to make those freezer dinners. I'm also too going to refill our butter. And I've got sticks of butter that I'm going to make into spreadable butter. I have a recipe for it that I want to test out. And then also to do some, I have to refill the, what is it called? The garlic butter, which I normally always use whenever I saute and make the asparagus. And so I'm out of that. I have to refill that as well. So I'll probably end up using about a pound of butter, maybe more between the two, because this will probably take about 4 sticks of butter to refill. The other one might take about 2 or so. We'll see, but I'm going to need the KitchenAid for that. And the thing is, guys, the kitchen is a mess right now. So I first have to clean all that up because our kitchen is so stinking small, right? Like, if there's one box of cereal left out on the counter, it feels like the whole kitchen's a mess because the kitchen's so small and one box of cereal takes up like the entire kitchen counter. So, yeah, that's why. And then on top of that too, I need to do a little bit more laundry, and I did almost finished unloading the dishwasher this morning actually. So that is the goal for today, guys. And I do have to prep all the veggies too, which I think I'm just going to add extra peppers into the salsa chicken as well, because you can do that too and make it more like a fajita kind of thing as well. So we'll see, guys. I finished my freezer dinners for this week, guys. These are the salsa chickens. This is just 1 jar of salsa. Then I ended up actually running out of the larger size, like storage freezer bag size ones, the gallon size ones. I think these are quart size ones. They actually fit perfectly. I used a chicken breast and a half, and I cut them into fourths, so it actually was perfect. There's like 6, chicken breasts pieces in here, and then salsa, and I used 1.5 red bell peppers, and I have 3 extras left over, and I'm going to save these for next week for doing my potatoes, but I'm going to chop them up right now. The reason I don't need to do my breakfast potatoes this week is because I'm only going to be here for really like 2 more mornings anyway, so I'll probably just do them for next week. But yeah, that's it. Super easy, frugal, fast little freezer dinners, and they're super small too, so if you guys are pressed on storage space, you guys can pretty much fit them just inside of a smaller sized freezer bag, like the quart sized ones. So that's awesome. But I'm actually really happy they fit, because I was like, oh my gosh, I have 1 left. What am I gonna do? It's like, should I just do like a big pot of them and use like the full size chicken breast, and just use the full bag or whatever, and use 2 jars? And so these actually worked out perfectly, guys, and I've got dinner in the oven, so that's awesome. Now I'm gonna get to just chopping up the produce for this week. Dinner is done, and here is how the casserole turned out. This is the chicken, broccoli, cheddar cheese casserole. Guys, it is so good. At one point, I used to have this recipe down. I had it memorized, and because I used to make it so much, and I haven't made it in so long, and it's Matthew's favorite, which is why I would make it so much. But yeah, because I've been doing so many freezer dinners, I haven't really done anything. But it's super easy, because literally all you pretty much need to do, which you could honestly make it in 1 pot. It says in the directions, I'll try and link it down below for you guys. It says in the directions that you're supposed to mix all the ingredients together in a bowl before you bake, but honestly, you could just literally throw all the ingredients in the pot and then mix it all up in there, or the baking dish and mix it all up in there. I've done that plenty of times, but today I was being a little bit more strict with myself, because I had to chop up the chicken, which I have made it before in the past too, and I pre-make the chicken and then I'll shred it up and then put it in there. So that honestly, like, I'll make the chicken in the crock pot, and then I'll like just add the chicken in after it's already cooked, because it takes, for me, and then I pre-make the rice, and so I just throw everything in there and honestly do it for like 15 minutes. You could kind of do it either way, but that's for dinner. And then I did all the produce prep for this week already, with the exception of the fruit, and then I made the salad, and we're also having corn. And then in the little crock pot over here, I've got some good mushrooms. This is 2 packages of mushrooms, and then 1 stick of butter, and a package of ranch. And you just set it on, I set it on high because mine was almost, actually they're done now, but because I was a little pressed for time. But you could probably do it on low for maybe like 2-3 hours, something like that, and high for like an hour or so. So mine is done, and oh nope, I thought that was Matthew. And then as soon as dinner's ready, my dad and Jack leave to go to Target because Jack got a gift card for his birthday. My dad needs ink, and Matthew is not home yet, which his practice is supposed to be over at 5:30. So unless it went longer, it's like 6 o'clock right now. Which I never even know what time he normally gets home. Honestly, I think normally like practice is supposedly over at 5:30, but like by the time they take to get dressed and like take down the volleyball nets and whatever else they have to do, it's normally around 6 o'clock that he gets home. So my dad's not picking him up, so he has to get a ride home. So but I'm like waiting because I was going to be like, Matthew, surprise, even though there's no reason for you to be surprised other than I made you your favorite dinner. So yeah, and then tomorrow I'm probably going to do the ham because I bought a ham and I need to use it. And I also bought all the ingredients too to do shrimp scampi, which was what I should have done yesterday because that actually takes a lot less time to do. So that's what I should have done yesterday when I told you guys. I was like, I don't know what to make for dinner, we don't have any time. We just kind of punted yesterday. But what I'm going to make for myself real quick is actually I'm going to make some of the Annie's organic mac and cheese, and I've been craving baked macaroni and cheese. See guys, for some reason around this springtime I really want to bake everything in the oven. Like for some reason, I don't know why, but I've been craving it seriously. And so I'm going to make a fake baked macaroni and cheese. I'm going to make this according to the package, and then I'm going to add some additional like shredded cheddar cheese, and then whip up an egg and then bake it, because the egg is really what I think makes that baked macaroni and cheese taste good. And I think a little bit more to like fresh shredded cheese, but I'm not gonna do all of that. I'm gonna add a little bit less, and then just do breadcrumbs over the top. And I'm hoping it'll turn out well. I mean, if not, it still tastes like macaroni and cheese. So yeah, that's what's gonna be for my dinner. And the water's boiling, so I can get this into there. But yeah, so like nobody's eating right now. It's like 6 o'clock. I'm like, nobody's here, and I made dinner. Anyway, so I'm gonna get my dinner going. Boys, who's outside?
Pues sí, look outside.
Who's that?
Oh, yeah, Matthew.
Is it Matthew? Is he mowing the lawn? Oh my. Oh my. Okay, yes, I have chocolate in my mouth. No, you can't have it. Oh my god.
Take it right out of there.
You see Matthew? Come on, we're both gonna just sit here and watch him together. Or you're gonna just sit in the window and watch him. That's cute. Yeah, was our grass a little tall? I'd say so. The first mow of the year. Look at your paw. You watching? You watching me? There he is. Is that your bubby? You just watch him on the corner of your eye. What a cutie bear. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. You see him with the lawnmower? Oh, nope, 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 nope. You need to sit. Why you gotta be in my face all the time, dog? I swear. Yeah, I will love you gently if you love me gently, but you can't just jump on top of me. There you go. There we go. You're being sweetie. Well, I'll feed you soon. Okay? Oh, there's Matthew. You see him? You see him? Oh, there's Matthew. Is that Matthew? Oh, you're going back. You can't see him. Do you see him? There's your boy. That's your boy. Yeah. Alright guys, the baked macaroni and cheese turned out pretty okay. I mean, it looks fine. I'm going to test it out and see how it tastes. It actually smells like that, like, good, high quality, like, you know, restaurant mac and cheese. So I'll test it out and see how it tastes. Oh my gosh, guys, I pretty much just burned off my tongue because I had to try this. And, it is the most delicious thing I think I ever had. I can't stop eating it, even though I think it's literally just burning off my taste buds. Soon I'm not even going to be able to taste it anymore. But OMG, guys. Seriously? I don't even really know. I just randomly started mixing ingredients together, like in the way I remember making homemade baked macaroni and cheese before. And the thing is, is that like I like the taste of boxed macaroni and cheese, like the cheese part. I like how it tastes, but I hate the texture. It's a runny kind of cheese, like it's not even cheesy. And I just don't like that. Like I like a thick kind of cheese. You guys know what I mean? Like a good like Corner Bakery. I love their macaroni and cheese, or even Two Noodles and Company. I only went there one time and had their mac and cheese. I think it was their mac and cheese I had. But anyways, that was really good. And like that kind of quality, like a thick cheese kind of. But not where it's super gooey. So what I ended up doing was, well, the reason I don't like doing like Velveeta, even though it's pretty easy, is I don't love the taste of Velveeta. It tastes like processed cheese to me, and I just don't like that taste. So what I ended up doing was I started off with making the like boxed macaroni and cheese, and then I took like just the macaroni part, and then I ended up taking the same pot and I added like 2 tablespoons of butter, and then like melted that down, and then added 2 tablespoons of flour. And then, and again, this is all kind of off memory from when I remember doing baked macaroni and cheese. Then I ended up adding maybe a cup and a half or something like that of milk, and then I ended up adding maybe about a cup of shredded cheese, which normally I prefer like brick cheese and shredding it myself, but I was just pressed for time. I wanted to get it done really quickly. And then maybe I added 2 cups of milk, honestly, guys. I really don't know. I didn't measure. I just kind of eyeballed it and was like, it looks good. And so then I ended up adding the cheese in there and melting that as well. And then I ended up adding the cheese packet because, like I said, I like that flavor. I just hate the texture of it. And so then the cheese was like super ooey and gooey and tasty and stuff like that. And then I added the macaroni back to it and then mixed it all up, and then threw in the little baking dish thing, and then put some breadcrumbs over. And the thing was, guys, I probably should have baked it like maybe around 400, because if the top isn't super crispy, like it still tastes really good, but it's not super crispy. So I think like 400 would have been good. I tried 350 just because I don't want to burn it. So I think 400, maybe even 450 for like 15-20 minutes maybe at a max, because I did it at 350 for like probably about like close to 40-45 minutes, something like that. And I think it could have used a little bit longer if I wanted it way baked more, or just done it at a higher temperature possibly. But yeah, I honestly, guys, I just kind of started eyeballing it, was like, that looks good, that tastes good, but it tastes so good. It has that really good, like the thick, like good quality kind of cheese, but it tastes like that, like, I don't know what it is, like I guess the Annie's organic mac and cheese, I love the taste of their mac and cheese, but again, I just hate boxed macaroni and cheese because it's not that thick kind of like good quality. And like I told you guys too, I've been craving baked macaroni and cheese, and I haven't had it in, like when we went to Noodles and Company, which was I think the Saturday I saw my grandma. Like other than that, I think that was the day we ended up going. And so it's been like 2 months since I've had like good mac and cheese, and then on top of that too, guys, I haven't made my own in probably about a year. So I've been like really like upset and really wanted some, but this is so good. If I can get the recipe down, maybe make it again and it turns out the same, maybe I'll do a video or something like that on it. But honestly, guys, I just kind of started throwing random ingredients together, was like, how do I remember making this before, and what would taste good? So yeah, because that's what I had, and I could have done just like regular cheese or like brick cheese or whatever and shred it myself, or used, you know, pre-shredded cheese or whatever and done noodles. But I was like, what noodles do I want to use? And I was like, well, you know what, I end up just being really lazy and not wanting to, I'll just go with regular boxed mac and cheese. But this is so good, guys, honestly. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy I found this because it is just super easy. And then the thing is too, is that it doesn't take a whole ton of ingredients because it's just one box. Like if you were to do 2, you could add more or whatever, but it has that good like taste in there, and it has like the good like cheddary taste too. And then on top of that too, Annie's has the white cheddar, so I really want to try that with like the like some type of like, you know, cheese, and doing it as a baked macaroni and cheese too. I think that would be so tasty, guys. But this is perfect. It is just about 11:20 right now, which is a little late, but I'm going to take a shower and head to bed. And the reason I was up a little bit later was I finished putting dinner away and everything like that, and I ended up doing or taking care of all of the laundry, guys. This is the only dirty laundry left in the house, because well, I mean, with the exception of whatever's left on floors and things like that, but I took all the laundry baskets, went through everything, so this is already all organized. All I need to do is just throw laundry in. I did 2 loads of laundry already, and I needed to because I need to make sure Matthew's, one of his jerseys, because he has 2 jerseys, and then because I washed the other one earlier, and also his shorts and his like warm-ups were all washed, so that's in the dryer right now. So I did 2 loads of laundry, and then I also finished chopping up all the fruit. So I got a watermelon, and the thing was I got 2 pineapples because I was thinking of bringing one for Easter, but I didn't realize when I bought it on Saturday it was nowhere near being ripe, so I needed to wait a little bit and then chopped it up now because they were both ripe. So we had 2 pineapples, and the thing is, guys, a really great way to save money when you're going on vacation is to bring your own food, because like where we're going, they only have one small little like local grocery store, and the prices there are expensive. It's like $7 for like a gallon of milk. Like you know, just like really, you know, small things and stuff like that are really expensive there. So my mom wants to bring all of our food. They do have a complimentary breakfast at the resort we're staying at, but it's not like a big like water park resort. All they have is a swimming pool and a hot tub, really. They have some other things going on, but like I told you guys too, normally we go like in winter time with our whole family because my aunt and uncle own the condo there, but they are selling it, so we wanted to get like a last hurrah kind of thing there, even though we're just going not with any other family members. This is actually going to be me, my mom, and Matthew and Jack. My dad actually isn't going because 1, he threw out his back on Easter and he has to go to therapy, and then also 2, because he's missed every day up until today. So then he'd also be end up going to work tomorrow and then missing Friday and Monday as well. So he's not going to end up going, and we're borrowing my aunt and uncle's van to go up there, so we have plenty of room, we'll have more than enough room. We could take out the whole back seat also, and then end up going because there'd still be enough room in the car for us, or the van. So we're going to take, I think, 2, like, what's it called, those big like coolers, 1, and I'm going to bring freezer dinners so that we can just bring them in the crock pot and then, you know, like cook them there, so we don't have to pay for dinners. Breakfast, like I said, is pretty much free, but we might bring like Pop-Tarts or things like that. The only thing we'll really need to figure out is lunch-wise, and we might end up going out like maybe once or twice or something like that. But like I said, it's like a very small, like small town kind of thing, so they don't have like McDonald's or anything like that, or you know, we might have it for lunch or something like that. So most likely I'm just gonna pull whatever we have out of the freezer that I think would work really well, and then we're gonna, you know, have that stuff for dinner. But I thought that's a really great way, guys, especially if you're looking to try and save as much money as possible when you go on vacation. If you have the space and the time and the room and stuff like that, we're gonna bring, 1 is gonna be full of like freezer stuff, and then the other one is going to be full of the fruit that I cut up and stuff like that. I also did oranges too. I cut all of that up. So that kind of stuff is the things we're going to bring extra, and that can be for snacks and stuff like that as well. So that's why I wanted to try and get it done as soon as possible tonight, and then tomorrow I can work on packing and doing all the other stuff. So yeah, I didn't get to the butter today, guys. That was the only thing that was on my list, or, you know, my mental list, I guess, that I didn't get done. But laundry wasn't, and then I was like, oh yeah, I gotta do it. So it was actually a good thing that I did put that into place, but that probably would have been my time spent doing the butter instead. But anyways, though, I've been rambling on. I can tell this vlog is already pretty long, so I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. So bye, guys.